Mariejo Constant on finding resilience through service and education. For Mariejo Constant, resilience often develops when life does not go as expected. Hardship can interrupt plans, create uncertainty, and force a person to reconsider what they thought would come next. Moving forward does not mean denying what happened or pretending it had no effect. It means recovering, adjusting, and deciding which goals, relationships, and responsibilities still deserve time and energy. To me, resilience is the ability to bounce back to your baseline health and mindset after encountering a setback, Constant said. Mariejo Constant holds a Master of Public Health in Epidemiology and a PhD in Public Health. Today, she is a mother, wife, public health scholar and volunteer whose experiences have influenced the way she responds to challenges and pursues new opportunities. Guided by compassion and personal responsibility, Constant continues to build a life defined by growth and purpose, using education and service as ways to create change. Seeing healthcare through the eyes of patients and families. Constant first became interested in healthcare through her sister, a registered nurse. Her sister described the joy of seeing people leave the hospital in better health and the gratitude they expressed after receiving care. Later, the field became more personal when a member of Constant's family faced difficulties while moving through the health system. Watching a family member navigate a challenging medical journey deeply influenced my desire to affect change in healthcare, she said. Supporting them as they struggled to find their way through the complex health system opened my eyes to the need for significant improvements. Earlier in her career, she also assisted a patient who was extremely anxious, which taught her to slow down, remain empathetic, and pay attention to the person's emotional needs. I make it a priority to be a good listener, giving the person my full attention and understanding their needs, she said. It's important to provide a caring presence that reassures them they're not alone in their struggles. Together, those moments changed how she thinks about healthcare. While medical knowledge is essential, she believes that knowing how to communicate with someone who feels frightened or unsure is also important. Turning a desire for change into a public health career, a growing desire to improve patient care eventually led Mariejo Constant toward public health. The field allowed her to see how healthcare affects not just individuals, but entire communities. Through research and education, she found ways to understand those challenges and work toward improvements. One of the accomplishments I'm most proud of is earning my Master of Public Health, MPH, followed by achieving a Doctorate of Philosophy, PhD, in Public Health, she said. These academic milestones represent the culmination of years of hard work and dedication to advancing my knowledge and expertise in the field of public health. For Constant, those degrees represent more than academic achievements. They have also prepared her for the research and teaching she hopes to pursue in the future. One of her goals is to conduct research that leads to better patient outcomes. She also wants to become a university professor and mentor future healthcare professionals. Teaching would allow her to share what she has learned while inspiring students to approach their work with integrity and care. In her view, preparing someone for a career in healthcare involves more than helping them master information. It also means showing them how their actions can affect people during their most vulnerable moments. A firm believer in lifelong learning, Constant reads books on personal growth and attends workshops that encourage her to think differently and see new perspectives. While new ideas may not always provide an immediate solution, they can spark better questions or inspire different ways of overcoming challenges. Mariejo Constant fights hunger and promotes healthy living. For more than 15 years, Mariejo Constant has put her public health values into practice as director of the community food pantry at her church. In that role, she oversees pantry operations while educating members of the congregation about good nutrition and maintaining a healthy lifestyle. This work is deeply meaningful to me as it allows me to serve my community and promote well-being, she said. The pantry gives her a way to connect her public health education with everyday community service. Still, her commitment to education extends beyond the church. Constant also volunteers with a local nonprofit focused on improving reading rates among underserved populations. I am deeply committed to education and equity, which drives my community involvement, she said. Although the food pantry and literacy work focus on different needs, both allow her to use education as a way to give back to the community. To her, service is not separate from her academic interests or future plans. It reflects the values that guide her work and the legacy she hopes to build as a researcher, educator, mentor, and healthcare advocate. The people and practices that keep her going. Constant does not view resilience as something a person must develop on their own. Behind her accomplishments is a strong support system of family members and close friends who have encouraged and stood beside her during difficult times. Throughout my life, I think my strong support network, which includes family and close friends, has played a crucial role in helping me stay resilient, she said. Setting clear, attainable goals helps her stay motivated and continue making progress along the way, even when challenges arise. I've learned the importance of pressing forward and being resilient in the face of challenges, she said. No matter how difficult a situation may seem, maintaining a positive outlook and persevering can lead to growth and success. Each obstacle has taught me to adapt, learn from my experiences, and emerge stronger on the other side. A positive outlook, in her experience, does not mean denying disappointment. It means accepting that a difficult season is only a temporary part of life and does not have to prevent a person from growing. Constant prioritizes daily habits that support her overall well-being, including regular exercise, mindfulness, and reading. Each gives her a chance to recharge while she balances family responsibilities, volunteer work, and her professional goals. I want people to see me as a multifaceted individual, she said. I actively engage in initiatives that benefit society and am dedicated to finding harmony between my professional responsibilities and personal life. Recognizing these aspects is essential to understanding the full scope of who I am and what drives my actions. Motherhood, marriage, scholarship, and service have all made Constant into the person she is today. Rather than letting any one role or period of her life define her, she sees identity as something complex that cannot be reduced to a single label or experience. Leaving a legacy of perseverance, service, and compassion. Constant's future aspirations are closely related to the experiences that first got her interested in public health. Research offers a way to study questions that may improve patient outcomes, while teaching at a university could give her an opportunity to mentor students preparing for careers in healthcare. Likewise, giving back to the community keeps her connected to literacy, nutrition, and healthy living. Together, those plans reflect a desire to make her knowledge useful to others. Success, for Constant, is not limited to earning another title or obtaining a certain position. It can also be found in the students she may one day guide, the questions she plans to study, and the people she continues to serve. She sees resilience in much the same way. It is rarely built through one defining moment. Instead, it develops through the small choices made every day, whether that means setting ambitious goals, practicing healthy habits, or starting again after a setback. Looking ahead, Constant remains focused on showing compassion, sharing her knowledge with others, and staying determined through life's uncertain moments. Her legacy will be measured not only by the challenges she overcomes, but also by the people she uplifts, the communities she serves, and the work she dedicates herself to each day.